Welcome back to this week's The Movement. High-level, jaw-dropping action, perfect and delicious. I'm your host, Josh Doe. Concrete dinger. Yes! Get a load of that reverse. Soul Circle 360 stride. And I'm bringing you everything going on in parkour in the last month, even though I called it this week's The Movement. Move over, Foot Locker. Bart's got a sale. 2 slides for the price of 1. And check this out. We got a wall spider late twist. And that sounds like a lonely night for Peter Parker. Or maybe Peter Parkour. Who is Peter Parkour? All we know is he's taking a break. And if all this access stuff has got your head feeling like hot soup and you're over the age of 30, good news, Yana Shower is too. And his big shiny genius head is gonna be bringing you the access theory in detail. A lot of detail, potentially too much detail. And he's gonna explain all of it by drilling this mannequin over and over again. It's like PK Kama Sutra. A book likely written by this dude with the crazy hips. Put that in your freak offs. And even freakier is Parkour's Got a Moan compilation, broadcasted to 1.3 million people. Just in case we needed another chance for parkour to be taken seriously. I don't know about you guys, but that's a pipe dream in this country. Parkour! Take me out back and shoot me. That video was so erotic that every single person watching that wanted to do the sexy move sledgehammer, wink, but they couldn't Google it and figure out how because Avant-Garde is taking up the SEOs with their video of the same name. Sexy move sledgehammer. Sexy move sledgehammer. It's pretty self-explanatory. Starting off the video with a toilet flush straight to Kong precision. I love potty humor. I think farts are God's gift to us. It's the action comedy that 2017 Pasha dreamed of. The dream that Curious still pursues. Sexy Move Sledgehammer has high-level, jaw-dropping action and filmmaking. High-level enough to potentially rival Amsterdam is Dead for Video of the Year, maybe? I don't know. My favorite parkour video is the most recent one I saw. I just got goldfish memory. What about you guys? You guys fight it out in the comments, okay? I'm just a fan of this massive reverse precision over the fatty gap, and it goes worst-case scenario, bounces off over the stairs, and the ankles get home safe. We got the craziest vibe transition that's gonna make you remember the microdose you took this morning, or maybe a macro dose. Either way, you're in acid land now, fella. And while you're in acid land, you can go and visit Christoph Burel's fan club, which we're all a part of now. It's like Owen Wilson and Kato Aspamo had a plyometrically gifted baby. And look out, we got too many Christophs in this video. Collyball's making up brand new techniques with the speed step roll. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. I just gleeked over the table. No, yuck. Man, that's on my arm. Look, it's on my pants. Did I gleek into my coffee? Yahim gets MVP in the swag shirt and also the crab walk transition into Urban Pasha pinball. What? And then we got the night part, the sweaty night part where you can feel the soup they're living in. This video's coming to you in 4D, this time with smell. And hide your kids, we got a moonwalk to Webster that woke up the ghost of Michael Jackson. And him and I are gonna go visit the Japanese IMAX with the slanted walls where Venda's doing a crazy Kong to underbar. Amazing video, guys. Freaking loved it. What a hit. Check it out on the Avant-Garde channel. Meow. Hey, if you're watching this episode and you're like, you got a really cool pair of pants on, how did you see that? Maybe you knew I was wearing the store joggers. Boom, looking swagged out. Use discount code The Movement. You could look swagged out as like me. You can look cool in the winter. There's brand new products. They got the joggers that don't rip, apparently. They got Swagnesium. I'm gonna mention it later. But anyways, if you wanna save 15%, use discount code The Movement. I got a crazy headache. Discount code The Movement for 15% off. Hot off the heels of Imagine Theta's spewing, turns out Sammy's been stacking clips the entire time. What? It's a coal miner's wet dream with the headlamps. He's doing crazy insanities at nighttime to sexy songs. It's always sexy songs with Soup Sammy. He's taking the classic saying about night training. You don't know where the ground is, and he's making that at you twice as fast. How is he doing it? Height and gravity. Sammy is the master of both. Bet you didn't see that coming, Isaac Newton, you apple-headed That's getting censored. So are many things in this episode. Apple-headed Even the cameraman's so freaked out he forgot that image stabilization existed for half of the clips. Look at that cat at nighttime. Jesse LaFleur would have called that a night panther. Sammy's one of the top students of the Scandrett method pole slide, jumping at the pole with perfect momentum, not jumping at it so hard it crushes your nuts into a fine dust. Ya almond flower ding-dongs, or should I say ding-doms? Kong pre-dinger on the thinny ledge of the year? Probably not, but it looks really freaking nice. Definitely one of the top up-and-comers of the year. Gas! Speaking of gas, farts, gas, beans. Beans got a brand new video, hot on the scene. Freaking yes, guys, I love these guys. They're so good at just goofing around. Look at that little gremlin run. Josh Malone's back on the internet for the first time since Atonement. Eggs making the trash spot look like a parkour paradise the only way somebody who flips every single day could. Ross is big busting on the track, coming at you in single and double shot variations like a PK barista or something. Freaking Ezzy's like a movement hypnotist, the way he's spiraling those legs around with the perfect momentum. I'll do whatever he says. Or maybe you just do what I say and go watch the whole video refraction on the Beans Movement YouTube channel. Go. Right, is that hypnotic or what? Oh baby, Kipa Boston has finally hit the streets. I've been waiting so long. Avanti Garda and Kipa make a baby on the streets of Boston, and they got a bunch of weird aunts and uncles, myself included. Get a load of that reverse. I was stoked on that. Everybody snapped on this edit. Lester masterfully pieced this thing together and DJ'd over it. PK ASMR, and also that front to Kong at Josie. 2 moves. What? Kevin's freaking perfect and delicious as usual. He's a delectable movement scientist that even my girlfriend can recognize that. She watches that and she goes, wow, Kevin's perfect. And I go, what the You never say that when you're watching my clips. Eggs got the craziest wall combinations, but you already knew that from watching Beans Refraction. And this Karen wants us to knock it off.
Knock off.
Knock what off, lady? A dash bomb into some tall grass that's not even your property. It's the most American interaction I've ever had. Out. I know you've seen it already, but go watch it again. I command you. Hypnosis, remember? Nico's dropped his 11+1 finally on the Commons YouTube, and these lines are freaking gargantuan. They are long length. Every single line mostly has brand new tech that has never been seen before, like a Soul Circle 360 stride. He's doing Batman hangs. Batman hangs are in high supply, by the way. Ever since HBO's The Penguin has started making waves, bat hangs are back. Go check that out now. It is such a mind-blowing video. There is some serious and that was 2 bleeps, so you might even not know what I'm saying. Just a mind-blowing one. We saw it at Join or Die, and it blew all of our minds then, and it's blown my mind again watching it back again. Okay? 11+1 on the Commons channel now. Nico's PK over 30 Buff Husky division has been spotted at Hell 5 dropping hot techers, documented by the Young Guns. Nico, you already did enough in 11+1. Why did you have to add that undergrip dino to palm flick? It's Alex Honnold's nightmare. We're living in it. Store update. Store has finally dropped the much anticipated Swagnesium, and those old guns with all those swings probably could have used some of it. Store had the loading bay pop up recently. They had a preview of the Store Parkour shoe, which is actually an Easter egg on their Parkour podcast set, just in case you guys couldn't use your eyes. And speaking of the Store podcast, they recently dropped an episode with Sam Carter, the genius behind Capstone. That was a sick Parkour podcast, a lot of good culture stuff in there, and I learned that basically everything Sam Carter hates put into one equals me. That sucks. I think Sam Carter's pretty cool. At the loading bay pop-up, you might have caught your boy Callan doing his Parkour Park and Gym tour through all of the UK. It's like Yelp for parkour gyms and parkour parks, just in case you're thinking about heading over to the King's Land, because they love the king out there, huh? Sladies! Ladies in parkour who are slaying it. Lola Roy and Lilu Ro. Just kidding. It's Chloe Reynolds this week. She is doing some. Oh, she is. Oh, I gotta breathe at some point. She is going Japanese IMAX slanted on the pole maneuvers with the slide touches. That is crazy. And also the comments did an athlete spotlight on her. Much deserved spotlight. Shout out Chloe. Fun to train with. Awesome person. You should go and follow her now. Nene the guy landed a full in back out on sand. Holy crap. And if I was her, I would be doing a lot more than right before doing a full in. I'd probably be bricks. And oh my God, we got doubles. I was sent this clip and it is this tiny little girl, Allison, doing a double flyaway gap at the very elusive, hard to find footage at Chinese sky ladder competition. I just had no idea that people were doing that. Oh my God. Wow. Kashka's running up the swag supply with rolls in XL and also the over-the-rail variety, putting that stuff into some beautiful lines. Hazal and Lisa got a duo video coming out. Buckle up, they're about to crash your gates again. Best to just leave that gate uncrashed. What do you got? Gate insurance? You trying to keep putting that thing back up? Just keep the gate down. Lisa Schneider and Lisa Eckert also have a video coming out with Homeboy Officials shot by the 69ers. Recently, I've been watching the Sunday Super XXL videos and it has been so nice to see so many female athletes smashing their goals. And it turns out that they got an entire Instagram for a bunch of them called FemGaps. So if you're looking for a Slady's gold mine, you go check that out. And that's it for Slady's, guys. Spot Tested's coming at you despite the threatening aura of an 80-minute parkour video.
Oh my God, my time's so precious. I gotta watch 12 videos in the span of 10 seconds.
It's Parkour's A-list from Dom Tomato to Riley Reed's husband. In this video, Kong Gainers voted the most disgusting, dangerous parkour move is just another trick that they're trying to put into sketchy places. It's worth the watch alone just to see George McGowan rip it on the streets again in a large video format that isn't Britain's Got Talent. And the video may as well be considered a eulogy for the UCLA spots because they got dusted so bad that Swiffer's going out of business. And blender companies, we're coming at you next because triple twists are super easy for minimum 5 people in this video. Posh is dropping so much hot steez that I'm thinking about trying to emulate him for another 6 years. Parkour's #1 gambler, Flip Like Z, Kong prayed the David Bell gap, the one that David Bell himself bailed 18 years ago just to show us that he wasn't Parkour Jesus. That's what it said in the description of the video. So, right? Ellis Toral's making the Samo bars look like child's play. On top of fresh Pasha clips, we got an entire Pasha part for the first time since Pasha the Boss was released 9 years ago. The most revolutionary parkour video since Out of Time dropped. Max Henry's words, not mine. And Z is also taking us through his entire approach for the Goliath world's first cast Kong Gainer full. What a mind-bending trick. That was a tremendous video. Great vibes at the end, was so wholesome and really made me feel the love for the community. Go check it out. Spot tested on Vimeo. If you wanted to go on a road trip with 4 of Germany's most satisfying parkour athletes, our house has got you covered. Or is it our van? Real gangsta Popcast only. Saving your hips for the fine women at the club. Luca Beaufort's hitting the Jobo foreign exchange special with the side pre to thin air at the clattery ass rails. He's 2024's winner for least amount of screen time for a side pre to rail. Okay, so I'm doing this flip and the thing I'm landing on is really small. And if I don't land it, I may as well be a tomato at a towel rack. We got Amir Kaiser on the track, aka Drop the Miss Prime. We got Gabrielle Gazzetti as well. Papa Paul's going, look Emily, no hands, with the urban scaff straddle. Dennis Cora is flexing his abnormally long legs on us, and he's landing the Mario Kart. What's that, you might ask? Double dash. Don't start calling it that. Check it out on our house. Quick hitters! Woo woo! We got some new faces out in New York. They're hitting crazy side pre, pop side pre, and perpendicular and parallel formats. And jump scare alert, we got a double shinner, folks. Saved you the potential gray hairs. And if that video's got you in an East Coast state of mind, Mason Blue, the East Coast GOAT, is coming at you with a carousel. Look at the float on that Kong. You think he's gonna land on the first thing? And he goes, nuh-uh, how about we give you option 2? Carousel is right. This is a freaking amusement park. It's like Mason Blue's Disneyland. Sneck also has a brand new video. It's 50% chaos, 50% parkour, and 100% getting sassy trying to make a shoe star with the homies. Event! Fly gathering happened and Denali won the freestyle competition with what looks like some really cool B twists. Maybe a backflip. And if you think that he's only capable of doing that stuff inside, you better go and check out that hot Instagram reel that he dropped, because turns out he's just as good outside. Just in case you didn't know, this isn't news to me, but I just wanted to let you know. Spring Fling has finally announced the dates for their 2025 event, the last week of April, and now I have to choose between going to Australia or going to Saskatoon. What the heck? Bail of the week! You heard of front flips, you heard of the dive roll, but what about something perfectly in between? the beauty flap. Also in the description, he's promoting a video that's from Shuttle 001. So if you're looking for a really cool little edit, looks like they're pretty funny guys, go and check that out. It's in his description. And look out, folks, we got a brand new blue booty bruiser. Brand spanking new. And Tyrone is auditioning for Toto with his acoustic rendition. Turns out it wasn't for Toto. It's Men Down Under, because he's from Australia. Definitely looks like that guy is about to get killed by that truck. Joel Vaisi, you're
And my friend, you're in lack of other.
That was actually best case scenario for that bail. There's a lot of crazy could have happened there, and none of it did. You just bailed and went, oops. That's it for this week's episode of The Movement. Thank you so much to Origins Parkour for your support. If you're trying to save 15% off, you can use the discount code The Movement at checkout to get that sweet little discount. If you want to support the show a little bit more, you can head over to the Patreon. And I'm thinking that starting next episode, we start doing a little series called You Missed, where we do a little throwback series, and I'll do a little live watch along. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming to the Patreon. And yeah, thanks so much for making it all the way to the end, guys. Subscribe.